Hey family, another video. So I thought I'd say what I like about being a mom. So what I like about being a mom is that no one will ever love me as much as a young child will love their mom. That kind of like that level of someone needing you is amazing. I feel like that if that didn't exist in my life, I would kind of think, oh, what's the point? You know, when you're young and you're pretty, you think, well, okay, this is gonna last forever. Like, you literally feel like I'm never gonna get old. But once you hit like 40 and your looks kind of start dragging and you're not really on the market to like the good looking guys while you're aging, what would be the point of life? And a lot of people, I have a lot of friends who they adopt or they foster kids or they do things like that. So I'm not knocking that. Or some people cannot have children, and I'm not talking about that. And some people want to travel and they don't want to have that level of commitment. But I would, and there's also, I get women who they just punch out a bunch of kids and they don't really take care of them. And so they're not really, being the best mom they could be. But for me, what I can say is that after having one child and realizing how hard it is, I want to have like five more. Uh, I definitely want to be a grandma who has a bunch of grandkids over and I get to cook for them and be with them and read to them and talk about philosophy and politics and nerdy stuff like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. Decorate the home for whatever holiday it is. That just seems so beautiful to me. I couldn't imagine just having an empty home. That's not something that I want, and I'm thankful that I have that mother spirit, that it was able to manifest in me and change me and, put my values to a higher level, to a higher degree. Chasing money and chasing men, I don't know, that just seems so weird now that I'm a mom. Now all I think about is making sure my little one has food, she's healthy, she's, you know, washing her hair good, or learning how to write good, practicing math. My little one does karate, so I will be watching her uh, to make sure her form is right, things like that. And me interacting with women who don't have children, they're the same age. I am 29, and they are spending a lot of their money on purses, perfume, a lot on makeup. I just put on mascara. I do not have fake eyelashes. I have long eyelashes. It's just a blessing. I'm lucky. And I don't wear any makeup on my face. It's just the mascara. That's it. That is not to put anyone else down. I'm just saying I don't have the patience and I don't want to spend all the money on the expensive makeup. And cheap makeup looks cheap and makes you look worse. I'd rather just deal with the blemish or the acne or anything like that. So that's one aspect of motherhood that I feel really changed me. That doesn't mean a mom shouldn't take care of themselves and they shouldn't get up and look fancy once in a while. But that's just an observation that I have. Another thing that I like about being a mom is it makes the holidays so much more special. Like when I was little, one of my favorite holidays was Christmas. I know, every kid's gonna say that. I liked all the holidays, but Christmas, my grandma, she made it really special with the little money that we had. And in Utah, it would snow, so we got to have a traditional Christmas and stockings and a beautiful tree with the decorated in a traditional way, so with tinsel and candy canes and ornaments. It's not like one of those fancy red Christmas trees that like Melania Trump or this new, like the rich people decorate their trees differently than regular common folk, right? I like the folk way, not the fancy elegant way, because I feel that just turns Christmas into consumerism, and Christmas is not just about consumerism. It has been hijacked by, Amazon and companies that want to sell you stuff, right? But Christmas used to be a time where you have the honeyed ham, and it was during the winter, and you're sitting there appreciating your harvest, and all the time you spend together with your family seems more important. Maybe that tradition is dying because we don't really have to be that rugged anymore. We kind of have the electrical grid, so no one's going out really anymore and chopping down their own tree and, stringing popcorn together to put on the tree or something like that. But being a mom has definitely made those holidays feel more special. And it's not just about buying kids a bunch of gifts that they're going to stop playing with in a week. It's about buying ones that are unique, different, will add to them, and even if it's only one thing you can give, it's still something special, especially where you can give to those less fortunate. Also, I like walking with my little one to her school. I enjoy being able to spend that time with her, picking her up, making her lunch, looking over her homework. The fun part about when she was a baby was just the little tiny socks you put on them, how helpless they are, how they need you. It's a beautiful thing. And it, makes me realize, like, I'd rather be home with my little one than out partying. Now, this doesn't mean that I never want time to myself. I get time to myself when she goes to bed to read and to study. And when I'm in college, studying for my classes. She's at school, so I have my kind of alone time like that. But I like the anxiety that I have with being a mom. So there's some women who they don't feel that anxiety. They're perfectly happy with leaving their kid with the sitter while they go get shit-faced. I've been meeting more and more women now who they definitely don't have that mother spirit, and you kind of feel like that's a defect in the system. Why didn't they download that into their brain? What is blocking that spirit from entering their body? And a lot of it has to do with drugs and the constant need to be sexually validated. A lot of women struggle after they have children with their sexuality, and they feel like they're not as hot. And it's really weird to me because, to me, a woman becomes more of a woman when she has a child. Because she has manifested a responsibility. That is not to say anything about women who can have kids or who adopt, because you can be a mom to a kid without giving birth to them. So don't confuse what I'm saying. But it is remarkable. That's a couple of things that I like about being a mom. I also like Easter's fun. Easter, when we go and find the eggs, that's really cute. It's like a fertility pagan ritual thing that you find the eggs, and the rabbit, which breeds so quickly, and the chicken, which has so many eggs, brings you in it's kind of like a Ishtar type of worship that got mixed with Christianity to remember when Jesus rose from the dead. So different people celebrate it in different ways, but I definitely like doing those holidays with my daughter. And Halloween is fun. I remember last year I dressed up as an old man, an English old man with a funny beard, and I had glasses and a cane and it was a top hat, and it was hilarious. And she was a stormtrooper, the Star Wars. That was really cute because kids can make every occasion fun, and it can be stressful. No doubt about it. But I'd rather have the stress while they're, than while they're little, than to not have a kid at all. And before I had a kid, I wasn't really doing much, just working, and just, you don't even look for the right kind of men. Once you have a child, well, at least with me, once I had a child, what I thought was important in men completely changed. So I don't know if other women go through that, but if they do, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think and what you like about being a mom. Yeah, Let me know.